Versace's a rich plush velvet, and her seat is so firm and sleek. Well, I keep her pistons pumping when I pump in my gasoline. When I put her in first gear, she purrs like an alley cat. Move her in a second, she soon knows where it's at. When I slip her in a third, for miles around she can be heard. Shift her in overdrive, she'll give you the ride of your life. Down the highway, highway of desire. Down the highway, highway of desire.
Hi and welcome to Troopaloo TV. Going to do a bit of a talk today on the Triumph America. It's a bike that doesn't seem to get a lot of talk, but it should. And after a few of us have ridden it, we've actually decided to make this a bobber project for the shop. We're putting some low bars on it, some different suspension, a range of engine tuning and blacking it out. But this is a pretty cool bike for a range of reasons. This is a bike, 900cc parallel twin fuel injected, beautiful bike to ride, ultra reliable for under $14,000 right away. If you look at the value you get compared to other makes and the ride and performance, it's a pretty significant model. It's great for two-up work. You can get panniers, pipes, there's a range of accessories for it. And I'm just going to talk a bit about the bike for a second, some of the features in relation to it. It's got the same generation engine as in the Bonneville, the Scrambler, Thruxton, Speedmaster, and obviously America. This engine is one of the most bulletproof engines I've ever come across. It just does not stop. Fuel injected, but it's done in a way that's still a cool look. It's got the Kayaba replication there with the cane on the side. It is cane fuel injection. It's got the old school look, but with the modern functions of a fuel injected motorcycle. Tubular chassis, oil cooled, very, very robust chassis. When you ride this bike there is no squirming, it really holds a line well for a cruiser. Comes standard with an X-ring chain, KYB suspension, so Kayaba suspension comes on all Triumphs, Nissan brakes, all top quality components that you wouldn't see on a lot of cheaper bikes. The seat is really designed well for bigger guys, so to sit on it, it's got a nice comfortable seat and plenty of room for two-up work, and a really nice power curve that's just linear from the bottom all the way through the rev range, so it can tour nicely with two-up, some panniers, nice handling. The front, if you look at the front, it's got the fatter, wider fork stanchions, which I really like. So it's got the bigger headlight, and then it's got the fatter fork covers, as you see on a lot of the old world cruisers. aluminium mag rims. So the function of this bike handles really well, but it's got a nice structural solid feel to it. It's got the fatter front wheel than the Speedmaster. The Speedmaster has the slimmer wheel and the thinner front end. I like on the America the wider front end, the wider triple clamps and the bigger headlight. With the exhaust, nice fat exhaust. It's got a dual wall exhaust, so you don't get that heat transference, which on a lot of other bikes, the pipes rust, go blue. That's all in relation to heat. By having the twin wall exhaust, you don't get that heat transference. Gives it a nice fat look, keeps it very clean, simple lines. In the future on this bike, as I stated, we are going to customise this a bit. We're going to change all the controls, black it out, change the front end, some Gazzy shocks, and just show what can be done for the younger guy who's looking just to get a good cruiser motorcycle but doesn't want to be part of the flock of buying a Harley Davidson. I really like Harley Davidson, shouldn't say that as a Triumph dealer, but you know, they come with an image. They are what they are, you know, no point fighting it. They make some great designs and great bikes. For me, I don't like riding what everyone else rides. I don't like being just another common man on a Harley Davidson. I like to see something a bit different. So for me, Triumph do that. They don't even try and do a V-twin. Let's be honest, the V-twin cruiser, that's Harley. Japanese copy it, they all do different things to copy it. Triumph didn't. Triumph stayed true to their original format from the 50s and 60s in that parallel twin. They have not tried to be something that they are not. They have drawn on their heritage, they have drawn on their history. They are one of the longest motorcycle brands around on the planet with Harley Davidson, and in fact the Fonz didn't even ride a Harley Davidson in Happy Days, for God's sake. He rode a Triumph and a Norton. So Evel Knievel rode a Triumph, if you remember. So people can talk about it, but the history says these old school hardcore rebels rode Triumphs. So say what you will, but the real rebellion brand for me is Triumph. That's why I like the brand. The beauty of this bike, it's rigid, it's reliable, it's fuel injected, it's got old school looks with modern performance, nice disc brakes from Nissan, nice Kayaba suspension, great gearbox, great functionality, retro looks, and can be customised forever. Got to think what I can say because I'm not allowed to swear on Triple TV obviously, but man, it's just a freaking cool bike. So I'll be interested to get comments back as we customise it so people can see what can be done. So for a young guy can walk into the shop with 15,000 bucks, he can buy a bike, he can buy suspension upgrades, he can buy some cool bars, he can black it out, have some mag wheels, ride out with a really unique, different, rebellious type bike that has the sound, has the history and has the credibility without being one of the flock. So I like it for all those reasons. To me it is just a real part of Triumph heritage, this cruiser bracket, and for, as I said, for under $14,000 registered right away, and you throw $1,000 or $1,500 at it, man, you get a lot of bike for that money. So great bike, and I'm interested to see how it comes up as the Troopaloo Bobber project. But thanks for watching, and we look forward to your feedback. Thanks very much. As always, this is just my opinion, so no one freak out. It's just what we think at the shop, and you know, we just love the product and can't say any more than that. So thanks guys, see you later.
Hi guys, Michael from Troopaloo's Garage again. I'm sure you've already watched a video of Justin talking about this America here that we're going to turn into a bobber, but I wanted to give you guys my feedback anyway. I've been lucky enough to ride it home a few times and spend a bit of time on it. To be honest, I've always been a sports bike guy, and I've ridden this thing, and that being said, I've also ridden our big bore Triumph Thunderbird, and I really like this bike. It doesn't have as much power, but it's a cool bike to ride. It's smaller, it's lighter, it's more nimble, it handles well, it's actually got surprisingly good ground clearance. It's good fun in the wet, it does good skids, which is always fun. But yeah, I think once we put the new bars and so forth, chop the guard up, it's going to be a pretty cool bike. We're going to heat wrap the exhaust and black out a lot of the parts. But I really think it's going to be a cool bike, and to be honest, like I said, I've been a sports bike guy, but I'd honestly consider buying one of these and turning into a bobber, something a bit different, and it sounds really good with these pipes on it as well. They're just the Triumph pipes. But yeah, I'll keep an eye out, and hopefully sooner rather than later we'll have the thing finished and you guys can come and check it out.
To keep us satisfied.